It's just a parental advisory thing for Big Norm.
All right, guys, welcome into Chatting Town. You know who I am. You know Benny or Ben, which is preferred. This guy. We've got Big Red, and for the first time, my Uncle Norman, he's on the show. So, yeah, we're all here. How are we doing, lads? All right?
What are you doing, Big Red? Are you eating crisps or something?
No, he's messing around with his phone. He's showing us an in-depth view of his nostrils.
Nice.
I don't know what's going on, mate. I can't hardly hear you.
Can you hear me?
Only just, mate. I can.
Testing. Are you there?
1, 2, 3. Can you hear that?
Ryan, go out.
I can hear you.
Can you hear
I'm
me?
sorry.
Right,
Come on, Big Red.
I've got a build. Fucking hell, Ryan, what are you doing? I've got a build.
What's he doing? You giving that last one while he's on?
Right, I've got to build this 11 because I forgot to do it for player ratings. So, Mr. Kirkham, just you lead the chat. Talk about Newton Aycliffe, and then
Talk about Newton Aycliffe. Well, it was fucking cold. I know that. I've never been so cold in my life. I thought my big toes were going to drop off. But other than that, it was a positive performance, barring 2 sloppy goals.
Yeah.
But why did they leave that one man back? You want your fastest man at the back. That kid had only just come on, number 14. And he scored both goals.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
You know, you want that left back with him who's quick and get round and cover him. That lad he left there, he just made mincemeat of him, didn't he?
Absolute mincemeat. I mean, it was a shame because first half, I thought we were the better team by an absolute mile.
I agree, yeah.
They were brilliant. They bossed it. And they just never built on it.
I thought first quarter, we know the second half were every bit as good as that. It was just that sloppy goal and then the heads dropped. We let another one to follow.
It was. I mean, what was the first goal? It was just a long
40-yard pass, wasn't it?
Caught him napping.
We had that free kick, wouldn't we? And the keeper just bolted it out, didn't he? Went straight to him.
Straight to him, route one. And then the second one, to be fair, it was a hell of a finish.
Oh, he finished it well.
He did. I mean, Big Seb was at full stretch and he was nowhere near it, was he? It was right in the bottom.
But Danny was behind the goal, apparently. And he said it just like skidded off the pitch and went off the ground and went over Seb's hand.
Yeah. Was that his interview or was it written down or something? I remember seeing that somewhere. But yeah, overall, it was just, I think a draw would have been a fair result.
I do. Yeah, definitely.
Rather than a loss. But there was, it's strange, and I know I've read somewhere as well, they just seem scared to shoot.
Yeah, they do, yeah. Always thought that.
It's like, number 10, what do you call him? I forget names.
Coulson.
Yeah. He had a couple of good chances to shoot, but he pass it and loses it. Shoot the bloody thing.
Have a crack. You won't score if you don't shoot.
No, well, this is it. And you don't know if it was going to deflect off. You never know what's going to happen, do you?
Exactly, yeah. Exactly. I mean, how many shit crosses become goals?
Exactly, yeah. You know.
Just one of them. If you don't make the chance, then you ain't going to score, are you? But if you make that chance, you've always got a chance of following through and ended up with a goal. But overall, I think it was, like I say, it was a good performance. It was just
very good performance. Just 5 minutes of slackness, wasn't it?
Yeah. And to to say that we've got that many players supposedly missing and whatnot. What was that noise? Some kind of Christmas
You tell
song
me,
there.
because it's not coming from my bloody house. Sounds like somebody's got some rabbits humping somewhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there was a few good performances as well from the players. I mean, and I know I've said before, but I think was it 82nd minute when he put Billy Ripley on? Jesus Christ, he's rapid.
Hey, he should have been on earlier, I think. That kid showed promise. He was good. He was good.
He does. He's nippy, isn't he? He's
Yeah,
definitely
very
nippy.
fast.
Right, Norm, it cost you a bit of a legend down there. What we're going to do is we're going to have Norm's big rant on why we lost the game. Just the main points after this.
Fucking hell, here we go.
Fuck!
There we go, Norm. Over to
Oh,
you.
thanks for. As I say, we lost it through 5 minutes, didn't we? Because we were the best team. I have no doubt we were the best team. I was very happy with the performance down here, to be honest. But as I say, 5 minutes of madness. What do we do that for? And we do it most games. That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
We were the best team. We should have had at least a point, if not 3.
Yeah.
And that is my opinion of it.
Completely agree. But like you said, if you're not having your shots in the first half, where you're creating chances and potential to score a goal, then you've always got that potential to lose the game, haven't you?
Yeah.
Technology's letting us down today, boys. Hang on.
It's the weather.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, because you're very, very quiet for some reason. I've tried adjusting sound settings, but I can't.
You're booming
Can't
through
get
here,
it
Big
to
Red.
do
I
it.
say, yeah, you can hear you loud and clear. You got Bovril in your ears or something.
Drowning in Bovril, huh?
Maybe need a Chinese or
Bovril as
something.
much as we can.
Ryan, do you want to do your pivotal points on the game? We'll do that because I'm building this 11 for Ben's player ratings, Benny's player ratings, Benny K's player ratings, whatever you like.
Player ratings.
Ben's player ratings. So we'll show this, and then Ryan, I want you to talk about where you think the game turned.
Wow.
Well, obviously, the first and main pivotal point was the first goal, wasn't it? Bit of a freak event, really. It was just a long ball lobbed upfield, and obviously it got to their front man, and that was that. But the main bugbear I had with that goal, I'm sure it was Derry Robson that came in to try and intercept him and sort of thwart the attack, but he didn't seem to do a right lot to me. He just sort of he ran alongside him, but I thought he could have put a sliding tackle in at least. Even if he'd have brought him down and give away a penalty, it'd have been better than, because the guy was absolutely slap bang on. It were a goal, like it was just an obvious goal, and I thought that if he'd have at least put a tackle in, made a tackle, then it could have made a difference. But it sort of put me down a bit when I noticed that he didn't. I was just waiting for him to make a tackle, and there was nothing. And then after that, obviously, second goal came and sort of put it to bed, didn't it? But the only thing I will say that impressed me was that the team seemed to still fight till 90th minute. Do you know what I mean? They didn't just let it any other time, a few matches ago, they'd have just given up. They wouldn't have bothered. It'd have been 4-5-6-0. I don't know what you lads think, but that was one positive I could take from it, was the persistence.
Yeah, one thing I would say is, and it's to do with Denny's interview afterwards, saying that when they're 1-0 down, they can never seem to pull a game back. That's a problem for me. That if that's the way the coach is thinking, he needs to do something about that there.
Well, if it's 1-on-1, you've got to at least hassle him, grab on of him,
Yeah.
boat him.
Yeah, just do anything. I'm sure in the rules now that if you commit a foul in the box, in that double jeopardy rule where they can only give you, if they give a penalty, they can only give you a yellow card.
It depends if it's clean through. It's a goal scoring opportunity.
No, if it's clear through, Daniel, it can be a red card.
Oh, can it? Yeah.
Denying a clear goal scoring opportunity, then it's a straight red.
Right. Well, yeah, because I was thinking if it was only maximum a yellow, just take the guy. But he was last man, wasn't he? So
He was last man, but it shouldn't have been 1-on-1. Really.
They got the opportunity with that set on for their striker there. That I think dropping down to 10 would have been better for us if he'd have just put tackle in.
But like Norm says, he'd just come on with fresh legs. You know, everyone else had been playing it because it was terrible weather, wasn't it? It was freezing.
He'd only been on 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Leave one of these, Ben. Seaside is beefy drink.
There's not 2 S's in Seaside.
No, but that's AI, right? I can put that into Photoshop and fix it. No worries. Come into every local store near you soon. Seaside and beefy drinks.
Yeah, as long as it needs to be Bovril though.
Fuck. Oh,
I
man.
need a sponsorship with Bovril.
Oh yeah. It'll be Big Red's Bovril points, won't it?
Bovril's player of the season.
Right, lads. Not Denny Cooler. That's the both of them. Denny Ingram said when we lost against Hull United that we had 5 big games coming up.
Yeah.
Which were going to shape which kind of end of the table we'd be playing our football at this year. So on my head, after Hull United, it was what was the game after Austin? I'll get it up. My memory is like a sieve these days. So we'll get that up.
Mine always has been, so.
Let me pull up the fixtures and we'll go through them because. Right, so fixtures and results. Fixtures and results. Right, here we go. We're on it, boys. My computer's going slow today, lads. I'm not going to lie to you.
You should have had all these printed out.
Right, here we go. Look, right, so listen, we played Hull United and we lost on penalties. And then we beat Sherwood Colliery 2-0. So that's 3 points.
Away from home. And then we got thrashed by Ossett United 5-2. So that's 3 out of 6. And then we beat Eton Stannington 1-0. So that's 6 out of 12. Yeah.
And then we've been beaten by Newton Aycliffe. So we've got 6 points out of a possible 15. What's people's thoughts on that?
Well, at least we haven't dropped any points today.
Well, no, we haven't.
Yeah, it's not good enough, is it? Things have got to turn around pretty quick because otherwise it's just. I think they're just going to go down a rabbit hole because it's like I was talking to somebody the other day and they said that it should have just been ripped out. The full lot should have been ripped out, and you know. They even said counting bar staff, which I think were a bit excessive, but it was just like, he said they should have got rid of managers, anybody that were to do with it, and just started again, which I could sort of understand a bit, but at the same time, it's like there were fresh ownership that I don't think's run a club before, and I thought to myself, that they've needed a few people around to at least guide them into club and sort of help them a bit with how things are run there. But at the same time, I did get his point, because it seems like there's still dead wood around that's sort of holding them back, so to speak.
Cool, but yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because I think it's a bit of a learning curve for everyone involved, and the expectations at the beginning of the season were pretty high, to be honest.
Yeah,
and they've gone into it a bit blind, and I think they're finding out how actually difficult it is.
what was you going to say, Norm?
I was just thinking it was the late takeover that buggered it up in a big way.
That didn't help.
Because the best players were all snapped up.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
players,
I think that's where we've shit out a bit this year.
some players that we've shipped out, I think should have been kept around the spot.
I can't believe we got that guy that let me in on the other night. You mentioned his name. I can't remember it. That fullback they got past. Now I think Alex Markham's a far better player.
Oh, Derry Robson.
Yeah, Derry Robson.
Markham, he would have been with him. He'd have stopped him. You know what I mean? He's got more pace as Markham. He's a good lad, he's Markham. I can't believe he's not playing for us.
And Will Sutton, to be fair. I like
Will Sutton, yeah, but he's gone now, hasn't he? But he's Daniel, I mean, he's gone.
It's unfortunately what happens, isn't it? If new manager comes in, new ideas, and they want their own players, but yeah, you always look back and think, what could
Markham can go up for corners, and I've seen him score 3 or 4 goals with his head. He's a player that can go up and score you a goal or two, and he gets up that wing as well. And I can't believe he's playing for us. I really can't. He's
on contract as well. He's on contract, is Mark.
Yeah, he should be playing.
There's still a lot of dithering around as well with when they're in that final third. It has improved from beginning of season, but like again, I'm not making a witch hunt out of it. It just so happened to be him, but obviously Derry Robson had got forward, and there were a chance where he should have at least tested keeper, but instead he held on to it, played the wrong pass, and then it broke down. And we see a lot of that happening.
There's a lot of indecision.
We see a lot of the, and it's like one guy that I know is close to Benny's heart, which is Big Peterson, and he seemed to have a quiet game, but he does when he gets the ball. He does have good touches, and he does hold the ball up. Once he's got the ball, nobody's getting it off him. He holds it up really well, and his passing's accurate. And I was talking somebody in match, and they were saying that obviously when Danny Earl gets back up, I said to him, I says, I think when Danny Earl comes back, should have Peterson in the 10 and Danny Earl in front of him, and let Peterson just like spray balls around. And I think it will improve, but we're just still not quite clinical enough up front, I don't think.
I don't think he'll be spraying balls about, but he'll be winning headers and getting little knock-ons, which if you've got the likes of Danny Earl and Dyer and, I mean, even Billy Ripley, he'd thrive off him. Defenders would shit themselves.
We've got one here from Dom. We've got one here for Dom. We'll read it out and we'll have a chat about this. We're all very excited about the season, thinking for a better season. Some of the people who sponsor league goals were worried, thinking they would be scoring a lot more goals and then obviously giving out a lot more money because they pay a bit of money per goal. So, yeah, I mean, as far as expectations, you are?
Is that why we're not scoring goals? Is it
like,
like a Chileno situation? You're not allowed to score, lads. It's going to cost too much money.
I mean, Charlie Winfield, he were at points, he were ripping them to shreds. He were running at them at Newton Aycliffe, and they didn't know what to do with him. And he were what we needed, somebody to just run at defenders and attack them. And just what Ben was saying, like if you had Charlie Winfield and then Billy Ripley with their pace and that, they'd just rip it, wouldn't they?
I think we've got the foundations of an half decent team. but it just needs fine tuning, doesn't it? Like Dom's just said, when we get all these players back from injury, but I just hope that they don't just come straight back in and take. I mean, the likes of Pete Davison, I think, has been exceptional in the last 2 games.
Yeah,
Been good.
And
he has 100%.
He don't just lose his place because there's fitter players. Or there's a player coming back from fitness. Because he's been brilliant. I mean, he was knackered when he came off on Tuesday night. He said,
did his quad in, didn't he, Ben?
It was what? Yeah, he pulled his quad.
Did his quad in or something. So he's injured for a moment, right?
I mean, I won't say he's getting on because he's probably.
He is. He's 37, mate. He's
well getting on that. Ancient.
But Ben Lewis has been solid at back as well.
Ben Lewis
has had a really good game.
I thought Ben Lewis was fantastic on Tuesday night.
He was, yeah.
Go on, Norman.
I think that young kid should be playing more. After what I saw for that 10 minutes, he should have been on at half time. He'd have ripped him apart, that kid. Billy Ripley, is that his name?
Yeah.
What a lad. What a lad. He had plenty of energy and he wanted to play.
Yeah.
What I'll say about
That's what you need.
What I'll say about that is that I've noticed, and I don't know if it's a tactical thing that he's being told to do, is that if the ball doesn't look like it's going to come out to Kulo's side of the pitch, where Dyer will hug the touchline the whole time, Kulo seems to drift into the centre of the pitch looking for the ball, and it leaves us we've just won we haven't got the full width for the pitch,
which is what I'd said the other day about I'd like to see Colton in a 10.
Yeah,
rather than having him out on that one and having to come in where it leaves us, like you said, exposed down that side. Actually, have a left and right midfielder. Have him in the middle. Come on.
I don't think he wants to drop Leverett because I think he thinks Sam Leverett's one of his better players and one of his better shooters, and that's why he has him in the middle there.
Well, do you reckon Coulson? What about Coulson in middle with Peterson and Earl up front?
Got 2 up top.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, does anyone play 2 up top anymore?
90s football.
I'd love that. 4-4, fucking 2.
yeah.
You'd have some firepower though, wouldn't you, I suppose?
It would. It'd be like old school Sunderland, wouldn't it? Quinn and
I don't think that's a bad shout, but I mean,
yeah.
Under 16.
And then you'd have Leverett and Dyer as well.
Right. Well, listen, we've talked enough about the players without doing the actual player ratings. So,
here we go.
No, get stuck into these because I've seen a few generous scores here that I don't think we deserve. So, I'm relying on you, Norm. Set him straight. Right. We're going to go into the player ratings straight after this.
Can we change that?
You actually want me to change that to Ben's player ratings?
Ben's player ratings, please.
Right.
Benjamin's player ratings. Ben's Bovril player ratings.
Sponsored by Bovril. In association.
Ben's player ratings sponsored by Bovril.
Yeah.
We'll get that in. We'll get that sorted for next week because I know it's something that'll just bring up week after week until it gets done. So we'll do that. Yes, boys. Can everyone see the team on the screen?
Very little.
I can't see anything, Sam Miles. I can see team, but I can't see where players are where. But it's all right.
Right. Let me try and do something else then. Let me just take it off a second. I'll try and get it up a bit bigger.
It don't matter because we go for them one at a time anyway, don't we?
Just mention a name, I'll give you a rating for him.
Yeah.
Why these are my ratings now?
Don't worry, you get your go, Benny. Don't panic, son.
Right, hang on one sec.
You'll give 7, you, Benny, anyhow, won't you? You'll be a 7 all the way down.
No, not today.
Not today.
Not
Oh,
today.
that's good.
Magnificent 7 in it for Ben.
It's no, what is it? Come dancing or whatever it is today from me.
So,
Oh.
shit, we're nearly there, boys. We're nearly there. Right, let's get this on. Might be a bit bigger. Right. So, boys, we will start with the man at the back, Mr. Malkowski. Go on, Ben. Have your reads out. Do your readouts.
Who was captain for the night?
He was.
In the absence of whoever was captain the week before, I can't remember.
Changes every week.
Changes every week, yeah. It's like past the band.
He was the captain, was the goalkeeper.
He was, yeah. He same as the week before, really. He was quite a bit. You could hear him all the way through the game. Always seems pretty safe. He was not really troubled apart from the 2 goals, which we said about the second goal. I don't think he could have done out about that. He was at full stretch. It was a good finish. But bearing in mind the result, I'm going to go with a 6 out of 10.
Anybody got any issues with awarding Malkowski a 6 out of 10?
No.
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 Good job.
Right, let's move to the left back, Mr. Robson.
Derry Robson. What can we say? Evo's favourite player.
4.
Sorry?
4.
Yeah.
10.
First half did provide a bit of an outlet and did support the defensive play rather well. But faded in the second half before being replaced after being a bit sloppy on the opening goal. 5 out of 10.
I agree. I was going to say 5.
Have you changed that on the fly there, Ben? I'm checking what you sent me.
I've been rereading it. I typed these up in Belfast Airport yesterday. I've had a night.
Yeah. You definitely sent me a 6 out of 10, mate. You've changed that. Right, are we going for a 5 or a 4?
We're going for a 5.
5.
You've got 5. I'm saying 4. Norm, what are you saying?
4, definitely.
Ryan?
4.5.
We'll go with a 4.
4.5. Okay,
That's
boys.
the lowest score. That's the lowest score we've given out.
I think it's deserved. I think that's a slightly under par performance from what if, there's no point in playing him if he's going to be worse than Mark.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not keen.
Right, Ben Lewis, centre back. Well, not a centre back, but I'm sure that's where he played.
Ben Lewis, as I said earlier, he took his chance being back in the starting lineup with both hands. Seemed to battle for every ball, aerially and on the deck. I was hoping today he'd have started again, to be perfectly honest, because I think he made quite a big impression. And I'm gonna go with an 8.5 for Ben Lewis.
Whoa!
Wow.
8.5 in a 2-0 loss.
Unfortunately, yeah. And
It were an 8 for me.
And it was also my
Seaside is another match.
In association with Bovril Drinks, my Seaside man of the match.
Norman, are you going to put him right?
I thought Ben had an excellent game.
Oh, yes.
I thought an 8 as well.
Oh, good. That's good. Right. So, did you say 8.5, Ben?
I said 8.5.
Ryan, what are you saying?
We'll go with an
8. 8 for me it was.
Right, we'll go with 8, and that's the Seasiders
TV.
Man of the match.
Bovril Drinks man of the match.
I can't fit all that in. Seasiders Man of the match. Ben Lewis with an 8.
Yeah.
Right, Dan Hartley.
Battled well. Both halves. Same as Ben Lewis. I think he found himself unlucky to have found himself on the losing team. Bit more dominance could have been required going forward. 6.5 out of 10. 6.5.
Sounds fair to me. Norman?
Well, I watched him through the game and I had Seb call for the ball. It was a simple head back and you give them a corner, and I could never understand that. So I'll give him a 6.
6. Ryan?
We'll put there.
6.
6.
We'll go with a 6.
Yeah. What did you say, Ben? 6.5?
I said 6.5, but I'm happy with a 6.
Happy with a 6. Okay. It's Ben's play rating. You can overrule everybody.
Yeah, I'm not as harsh as these two, am I?
Well, it's just maybe not harsh. Maybe you're just too generous.
Well,
We just speak the truth, Benny, son. We just speak the bloody truth.
Go on, Norm. Right. Charlie Winfield.
Charlie Winfield. Let me look. Started brightly. Was getting up and down quite a lot in the first half. A few of us seemed to drop off in the second. Linked up well with your front line. Overall, steady game. 6 out of 10.
I'm happy with it. In fact, no, I think I'm more 5.
5.
Yeah, because I think in a 2-0 loss, if like the 6 is better than average, 5 is average. Yeah. I think you just had the bang average game.
As I've said before, though, you get 3 for wearing the right kit.
Might do in your scheme. No, what are you saying?
Well, I'm with what Benny said there. First half, the kid was up and down that park. He was going like a good one. And yeah, he did drop off a bit second half, but I would give him 6.5.
6.5? Whoa!
Hey,
Go on,
generous, no.
Well, I saw quite a few good passages of play from him. The pace and him running. He's running and that at players and taking numerous people on, I'm sure. Because Winfield, he was number 3, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw some really good stuff from him. I was going to go with a 7.
So we've got a 6.
I could go with that.
7.
I'll leave it. Well, we've got 6.5, 7.
Let's go with a 6.5 then.
6.5.
6.5.
6.75. There you go.
We're not doing 3/4.
Yeah, we are. We are now. Right. Pete Davidson in defensive midfield. What are we saying about Pete? Because he's getting on.
The defensive midfield general, as he's become.
Yeah.
Carried on from Saturday. Just slotted in front of the back 4. Kept it simple. Unfortunately, probably 2 games in 4 days for him is a bit too much because apparently he's ancient.
He's not, but in footballing terms, 37's getting on, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I suppose it is. It's not ancient, but yeah.
Unless you like Cristiano Ronaldo, Benjamin Button, then yeah.
Well, there is that. I mean, he's no spring chicken, but kept it simple. Was a calming influence in that midfield, which is what we need, I think. Not afraid to put his foot in, and just like a water carrier sort of role, basically. Like I guess someone like David Batty sort of role. Just kept it tidy. Yeah.
He does exactly what you need at this level of football, doesn't he? He keeps things simple. He gives 110% and he keeps things simple. Don't give any easy balls away. His passing spot is pretty much spot on. And he's just like you say, calming influence, isn't he?
Don't complicate it. So, bearing that in mind, I'm going to give him a 7.5.
Norm?
I would say definitely Pete put a good performance until he got injured. So, yeah, I was going to go 8.
Ryan?
7.5 for me as well.
Okie dokie, boys. 7.5.
I thought we were going to go 7.75 then.
There you go. Look, I'll make you happy. Don't worry about it. 7.75. Sam Kerr, the boy wonder.
Sam Kerr, boy wonder, played well. Played well again alongside Pete Davidson. First half, had a good control of the game, put a foot in when needed, played some good passing movement, positive display. And all that's despite Evo having posters of him on his bedroom wall, by the sounds of it.
Now, I think
7 out of 10.
No.
Yeah, I've got to agree with everything Benny said there. The kid, it's every game he's consistent, his lad. He really is. And I think same as Ben. I'll give him an 8.
And he seems to link up with Jameson well as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Ryan?
7.
7.
That's the first 7.
That is the first spot dead on 7.
Brilliant.
Wow. Right, so we'll go from left to right. We'll go with Dyer. Dyer.
Typical Nathan Dyer performance, I think, up and down. But unfortunately, with not much end product. Final ball let him down quite a lot on Tuesday, which is disappointing because he gets into some fantastic spaces. He's got the pace. I just think a little bit more thinking with that final ball, and he's an assist machine. I'll give him a 7.
No.
Yeah, he's a good lad, is Nathan Dyer. Like he said, his final bowling excellent, but he does get round the back of them and everything. Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
Ryan?
6.5 for me. I just don't think he was as influential as he usually is.
Yeah. He was getting into the space, but he just couldn't make that telling pass, could he?
He just want typical Nathan Dyer, would he?
I'd like to give 7 on this, just because I think he's one of the lads who puts the most effort in consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. I'm just going solely on this match rather than like how he, if it were down to how he is as a bowler, I'd be giving him an 8.
So what are we saying? 6, 7?
6.5 from me.
6.5. He had a bit of an offish day, but
all right,
the draft was there.
6.5 for Dyer, which is, I think that's his lowest score of the season, actually. When he started it last week, that's why I know. He got 7.
He's only had 2.
So we've got Mr. Sam Leverett, attacking midfielder.
Again, another positive-ish display with no end products. Needs to be more positive and direct, wasteful at times, and struggled with the final ball. As an attacking unit, they do seem to link up well, but it's literally that final ball.
And you need to shoot more. They need to shoot more when it opens up.
Like Norm was saying earlier, if you don't shoot, you don't score.
Yeah.
6.5.
6.5. Norm?
Well, he's one of the he's good in midfield, but he don't class me as a striker. He just doesn't. 6.
Ryan?
6 for me. Yeah, I didn't see too much from him that were fantastic.
6. All right, so let's move over and talk about Michael Coulson.
Michael Coulson.
Yeah.
Personally, I know he's scored a hell of a lot of goals at this level, around this level. The likes of York, the likes of Scarborough, the likes of Farsley. Was it Farsley Celtic he played for? He's scored a hell of a lot of goals. And I hope he does again, but I can't see how he's going to when he doesn't shoot.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot, does he?
He doesn't shoot. It's strange. He seems to want, the week before, he seems to want another touch before he gets a shot in. Have a crack. Have a shot. If he can rediscover half of that form that he did, we'd be laughing because he'd be bagging up. But again, he grafted all the way through the game. He was chasing loose balls. He was putting tackles in. He's brilliant at winning free kicks.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
He's absolutely brilliant. He draws players in and goes down like a sack of shit.
He gives what you'd expect from an assistant manager as well. He puts a shift in every time. Like you say, he does put puts a lot of effort in, but he also, on the flip side of it, gets quite frustrated and he gets quite moany and a bit whingy when he doesn't have a ball played exactly how he wants it. And I think, don't know if it's because he's getting on a bit, I think he seems to want it gifted on a silver platter to him rather than making opportunities or taking a shot in, like, do you know what I mean?
There was a time in the first half where we were on the counter and there was a ball that got played through to him on the wing, and it was just a shame. It was a shame that he wasn't playing the ball to someone else, to be perfectly honest, because he just didn't have the legs to get there. And if he was playing that ball through to the likes of Dyer or Billy or Earl or Ripley or whatever, it'd have been a great ball and they'd have had the pace to get it. But fortunately, didn't have the pace. But on Tuesday's performance, I'm going to give him a 7.
Whoa, really?
Okay.
Right, no.
Well, I'm
Just
sorry.
because of his work rate.
Sorry, lads, I've got to talk. You're talking a load of shit. The guy,
Yes, oh, God.
he gets chances, and I've seen it away and at home, and I'm telling you, he's had that many fucking chances to shoot, and he doesn't.
Go on now.
Well, I'm sorry, he's a 5 as I yourself, I give him.
Fucking hell, here we go.
Fuck!
Fucking big Norm. What we saying, Norm? What score?
5. You know more than a 5.
5.
Ryan, what are you saying?
Right. That's fine.
I was going to go 6.5 just because of his work rate, but I was going to go like I was torn between a 6 and a 6.5. But Norm's right with what he's saying.
When he's
not showing what he's capable of, is he? He's not, or what he's proven at different clubs.
he's putting the graft in, he's putting the tackles in, he's putting the work rate in, but end of the day,
yeah, but he's not. He's like one of the club's top earners. He needs to do more.
He needs to be scoring goals.
He ran through in one game, Daniel. He was running through and he had a clear goal and he tried to pass it to somebody. And for love of money, I'll never understand why he tried to pass it. I'd have just belted the twat and hope for the best.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm with Norm. I'm with Norm. I think he's lucky to get a 5. So
was it Paulo that had that header cleared offline in last minute? There was a great save in last minute, wasn't there? I think it was Coulson.
I think it was.
Yeah, right on the line. Keeper made a fantastic.
Yeah, I think it was. I think you were unlucky.
So, 5.5, and he only gets half a point for that.
Right. That's
5.5. Norm has spoken.
Big Norm has spoken.
Right. And then
He's a good player, Ben, but he don't shoot.
I agree.
And it frustrates me.
It does. Like I said, he's putting the graft in, but he's not there. He is there to put the graft in, but he's there essentially to provide more goals, and it ain't happening.
Big lad up front. Peterson.
He is. Yeah. He's there. I don't think he's there to score goals. I think he's there. He's like that Weghorst that played for Man United.
Same Weghorst who was bagging goals in Euros.
That when he played for Man United didn't score a single goal, but he was brought in just to hold the ball up and lay it off.
I'll put you right there, Ben. He scored 1.
He has scored 1.
Yeah.
If you're not wanting him to score goals in this team, who are you relying to put the ball in the back of the net in this team?
This is my worry. But he does put a decent shift in. He puts himself about. He holds the ball up when required. And I will go back to questioning his running style. Sometimes he looks like he's been hit by a car, but
we're relying on Danny Earl too much, I think, because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Danny Earl to get back. And we shouldn't be, because we should have other options, but we don't seem to have them.
I hope to God they don't rush Danny Earl back, or we'll just spend all season going,
yeah, but I'll say this. Some of the matches that Danielle played this year has been off the right.
Yeah.
On the wing. So riddle me that one.
But bearing in mind with Peterson, I'm going to give him a 6.
6. Norm?
Well, I like the fella because he can hold the ball. And like you said earlier, he's hard to get it off. You can't knock him up. And if you do, you foul him. So he gets you a free kick. I like his style. He has no speed. Forget speed. He's an old donkey. But, yeah, he's hard to get it off. And I like his style of football for his age. Yeah, I'll give him a 7.
I'm going to go with...
Going to go in the middle.
6.5.
You're going to sit on the fence there.
I just think that he's good at what he does, which you can tell he's holding ball up and he's got a good touch on him as well. And it seems like he can score a goal when he's in the opportunity, given the opportunity. He seems to be reasonably clinical when on goal. Obviously, he hasn't had too many of them opportunities, but I do think he's a decent player, and I do think that regardless of his lack of speed, and that I think he does have a place within the team. He does have a place.
It's always confused me how you can have someone that's 8-10 inches taller than pretty much anyone on the team, and they can't get an head on it in a corner. It blows my mind.
What score are we saying, boys?
6.5. 6.
6.5.
Big Norm's on the move.
I'm just going to get sat back down, lads. I had to go for a slash, lads. I'm sorry.
Big.
I'm sticking to my 7.
Hey, Big Norm's getting Little Norm out on stream.
Fucking hell, here we go.
Fuck!
Jesus. You can't be doing that, though. You'll be getting us banned.
If you've got to go, you've got to go. That's all there is to it.
Oh, hang on. I've got a comment up and I'm blocking Ryan again. One sec. There we go. Yeah, this Big Norm is what this show needed from the beginning. Right, so 6.5 I think is fair.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I do.
6.5. So to round it up, boys, your worst performing player for the game against Eton Stanton was Derry Robson, scoring 4.5. Your best player was Ben Lewis, filling in at centre back with an 8. And it looks like the average is around 6.5 to 7 across the team.
6-ish,
Which is about right for a 2-0 loss, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Dom, if you've got 5 minutes, mate, I'd love that because your graphics are class, mate. If you could do listen, well, do Seaside TV sponsored by Bovril, and if they get in touch, I'll just take it down. What they're going to do? We don't earn any money here.
Or just demand loads of Bovril.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll just demand Bovril.
I think we ran out on Tuesday.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. I waited in that queue for about half an hour, and to get to the front, and there was no Bovril.
I had to have tea. I don't even drink tea.
So, boy, what I want to ask is, obviously, our next game now will
We're
be...
not talking subs.
Talking what?
We're not mentioning the substitutes.
Oh, yeah, go for it, yeah.
Do
you remember him, or do you want me to bring him up?
Yeah. Not. Well, the first one was Harrison, who replaced Robson, I believe.
With no disrespect, Dan, if you're going to do the job, do it fucking right, will you?
Yeah, all right. No, one
Get
sec.
it, Tom, Norm.
Hey, look. Listen, Norm can talk to me like that. Any of you other brats think you're going to get away with it, you can get fucked.
Yeah,
Right,
Harrison.
Big Norm will get a clip round here roll.
Harrison
Probably will do,
replaced Robson. Personally, I think he carried on in the same sort of vein. Offered not a lot. And it was like swap.
No, Marshall Knock replaced Pete Davidson, and then Ethan Harrison replaced Derry Robson. And I'll be honest with you. All right, Ethan Harrison, I honestly, I don't rate the kid at all. And that's harsh, isn't it? Because he's a young lad, but
I don't like saying too much, Daniel, because you know me, I'm a quiet type, but I wouldn't put the man on the fucking pitch, to be honest.
Ethan Harrison?
Yeah, he's crap.
He's shit, isn't he?
He can't think for himself what to do. Unless you tell him what to do, he ain't got a clue.
No, will you stop mincing your words and tell it how it is? Come on.
All right, then. I'm sorry about that.
No. We love it, mate. We love it.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, both subs, the Harrison and Knock, never really.
Didn't Ripley come on?
Billy Ripley came on in the
Yeah,
82nd
Ripley.
minute.
Didn't Ripley come on for a few minutes?
The kid's brilliant.
82nd minute, I think. The 82nd minute, and within, I think, first minute, he took off, didn't he? Running at one point here, though. Me and you looked at each other and went, okay.
Yeah.
I've got to agree with Chris Benrose's comment. Sorry about that, because I'm full of it today. Full of cold, sniffling like mad.
It's the tropical weather we're having, I think. But it was like someone had wound him up and let him go. It was fucking hell. And he tracked back a few times and he clattered their fullback. Great tackle on their fullback at one point.
He clattered their goal scorer and all, Benny. I'll tell you, he didn't have it.
Yeah.
He stopped him.
Yeah, he did. And hopefully, he's going to stay around, that sub-bench getting a chance, because hopefully when these, the injured players do start coming back, they're not, like I said earlier, they're not just going to come in and immediately take people's chances who have been.
I'll say this, man. If you're losing a game and you're bringing Ethan Harrison on instead of Billy Ripley, I think you've lost your mind.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, Daniel.
Because Billy Ripley,
I would know.
If
I bring a sub on now in my book, that he's got to be considered because he's got pace.
Yeah.
And he will worry half them defences with the pace that kid's got.
Especially late on.
He really would. Yeah, that's right. When they're worn out and tired. Yeah.
We don't have that much in terms of pace, really, do we? Who have we got? Dyer, Winfield,
Daniel.
But I mean, people that are in currently that are injured, we've just only really got Winfield and Dyer, haven't we, really?
That's it, yeah, with pace. Yeah.
It's not good, really.
No, and I just think at this point now, I think if you're losing a game, I'd like to see Billy Ripley getting more minutes. I really would.
More positive. If you're 2-0 down and you bring in like for like subs on, it's not going to change. Fuck all.
You have to be taking a gamble, don't you?
Yeah, I'd rather lose.
Throw caution to wind.
Yeah, at that point you have to, I think.
So let's give scores out then. Billy Ripley, for a substitute appearance, I'm happy to give him an 8 straight off the bat.
Without any doubt, that Ben, definitely an 8. He was good. The kid was good. Impact.
And then we had Knock and Harrison. I don't think Knock did anything badly. I don't think he did anything good.
No. Well, I'll give Harrison -5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as what temperature was, wasn't it? No.
I think he had my toes.
Norm's rating's basically saying put somebody else on the bench, give a different kid a chance.
I think
that's right.
It is. He didn't offer anything at all.
So what?
They need
So
some Bovril, does Harrison.
what's your score for East Harrison, Ben?
4.
-5.
-5. So is it -1 if we had them up now? Ryan, what are you giving him?
Just because I feel sorry for him, so that he scores a 5, I'll give him a 6.
Right, I'll give him a -5 then. So he gets a 1.
You can't do that.
Oh, we can. But no, we're not. We don't take ourselves too seriously here.
Right, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, but I'm
Yeah.
only fucking ass. Like I said,
Anyway, just come out and prove us wrong, Ethan. I'm sure you don't watch this anyway, mate, but if you do see it, just prove
if
us
you
wrong.
do think, God, was I really that shit?
If he is listening, I hope he thinks for himself and, think of where the ball's going to go, because unless he's pointed where to go, he stands still.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of him from the first FA Cup game, but just don't seem to register with the lad. I don't know.
Right, boys. So that's that done. The next game we've got is Emley at home on the 30th, and then we've got Bishop Auckland the week after at home on the 7th. 2 Saturday games in a row. What are you thinking points wise? We need some now, don't we? We need to be breaking away from that bottom 4.
Yeah. We need to be looking, I'm guessing, like 4 points, don't we, really?
Yeah, a win and a draw for me. I'd like 2 wins.
From next 2 games?
Yeah.
How many points from next 2 games do I think we're going to get?
Yeah.
Maybe 1.
What? Ooh, that'd be...
Ryan.
No.
Well, it ain't what we need, but it's what my heart's saying. Well, it's what my head's saying.
His returner and returning the centre back, and Danny Elf should be about due, maybe not this week, but next week. I think the draw against Emley and we'll beat Bishop Auckland 2-1.
4 points.
4 points. Right, guys, that's been a mint show. Norm, you're going to be getting links every week. Norm, you're the main attraction on this show now.
Just make sure you go for a pee before you start, will you? I'll get a joke.
Big Red's being replaced by Big Norm. And that Big Norm will be getting views up.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, boys, that's been chatting time. Norm, final word, mate. You tell us, give us something to leave on.
Well, as I said, let's hope we can get some players back for next Saturday, and let's put a good show up against Emley. That's what I'd like to see.
Sound. That's been Seasiders TV. See you on the next
Fucking hell, here we go.